Just to give people the appropriate feels that would understand this, my shirt has Donna and Josh from the West Wing on it, and it says, "I wouldn't stop for red lights," and, you know, feelings. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Sit Down Sunday, the day of the week where we take a break from talking about all the nerdy and geeky stuff that we love, and we have a more real conversation. Though honestly, what a week to be picking back up Sit Down Sundays. I feel like everything this week has felt like a Sit Down Sunday conversation. Let's talk about communication skills, which also plays into miscommunication skills. Today we are discussing trying to be better listeners. I think that this is one of the most important communication skills that you have to learn when you're growing up and really well into your adulthood, which is learning to be a good active listener. Because we all kind of take listening for granted. Like, of course I'm listening to that person that's standing right next to me directly speaking at me, but are you actually engaging with what they're saying? There is a big difference. I have a past in improv performing, and one of the things that they will stress to you most crucially, besides yes and in improv classes, is the importance of listening to your partner, because it will make or break your scene. The easiest example that I can think of is your partner in a scene naming or addressing you as Bill, but then you weren't listening, and so later on in the scene you name yourself Jeff. But it goes deeper than that, because let's say you go into a scene with something in your brain. If you are so wrapped up on what you want to happen in the scene, you're most likely not listening to what the other person is saying, and that's going to be the downfall of your entire scene because you're not working together. And right now I see that exact problem happening left and right, no pun intended. And I see this happening both in person and on social media because things are so tense, emotions are running so high. And when we disagree with someone, what we ideally want is for them to be snapped magically into the way that we're thinking. And unfortunately, often we will default into yelling at them or focusing so much on what we're going to say to them next that we're not in the process actually listening to what they might be saying. And this raises the chance of miscommunications in a big way, especially when it's done on social media. And more importantly, it stops change from happening. Change comes from thoughtful discourse, teamwork, and then appropriate action. It doesn't come from screaming at one another or calling them names or assuming that the other person is going to be on the attack. And I'm not saying that this is easy to stop yourself mid-conversation and make sure that you're actively listening to someone, especially when things feel so personal, like the emotions are again just running so high. And also, like in the past week when what you're talking about carries so much weight and actual importance. But I also think that right now I don't see any change happening because everyone is so hurt and on the defense. And I've seen it in myself. I won't lie to you guys and say that I woke up on Wednesday and didn't want to fight everyone and cry, but I only did one of those things. Spoiler alert, it was the crying. I don't care if that makes me a crybaby or not. But I took a step back and realized that nothing actually gets done that way. I encourage people to stand up for things with the goal of getting other people to stand up with you, not pushing them down. I think that is a far more effective thing to do, not only for yourself, but for your community. If there is anything we have learned and felt in the last year, it's that words carry weight, and that includes yours. Listen to what people have to say, and then respond in a way that you would like to be responded to. And above all this, be compassionate. Don't fight hate with hate. Again, this is sometimes easier said than done, but I am going to try my hardest, and I hope that you guys will alongside me. Because together, I really think that we can heal as people, not as our political affiliations. And it turns out that today, as I'm making this, is World Kindness Day. Just saw that on Twitter, so I think that that is appropriate. Let me know in the comment section below how you think you can be a better listener, how you think we can all be better listeners. I would love to see not a lot of hate in the comments of this video, because that would just be, I feel like, very contradictory. And if you like this video, if you agree with its message, hitting that thumbs up button helps a lot, and sharing this with a friend really helps a lot. Let's get people on board, because I certainly don't want things to go the way that they have been going this past week for the next 4 years. I am in a constant state of anxiety, and I just would prefer that to not be a thing. This is like my fear of confrontation come to life. If you're new to my channel or new to watching Sit Down Sunday, here's a handy dandy playlist of all the Sit Down Sundays we've done so far. You might enjoy their topics, or you might not, but you're gonna have to watch to find out. And finally, if you want to find me on other social media, here is all of my information, and it would really help me out a lot if you hit that subscribe button. We are not that dramatically far away from 10,000 subscribers, guys, and I'm doing Vlogmas next month, which means I'm going to be making a video every single day, so I feel like that deserves subscribers, or maybe not. I don't know. Otherwise, I love you lovely beans. In the words of Ellen, be kind to one another, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!